Okay, so I'm totally freaking out. Gunnar and I, let's see, today is exactly 3 months since Clint passed away. And anyway, I took the kids to see Daddy's Home, that movie, because Clint's favorite was Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. So I had my brother pre-screened it for us to make sure it was just super funny and not nobody dies from cancer or something. So we went and saw it, and it was funny, and the kids were laughing their butts off, and then we left, and Gunner's like, you could tell because it's like two dads that compete and do all these dad things for their kids, and Gunner's like, oh, that was a little bit sad, and I'm like, yeah, it kind of was, and so then later that night, Gunner was like, you should totally date Mom, and I'm like, no! So, anyway, so last night, Gunner and I got on like LDSsingles.com or something, or yesterday, and I filled out a profile, and then I deleted it, and I cleaned out my closet, and I was like, Tawanda, I can do it. I should. So then I redid my profile, and so last night, anyway, there was like 40 messages, and me and Gunnar were like, what? So we like went through, and we're like, no way, serial killer, psycho. Like, anyway, super judgmental and superficial. But anyway, me and Gunnar were having fun going through like the list of dudes that like smiled, I guess. I don't know, and messaged me. I know online date. I haven't dated. I never online dated. This is horrible. I like want to throw up. And let's see. I don't know, but like me and Clint totally, several times he was always like, I definitely want you to find someone, and I don't want you to be alone, and it was always like, duh, stop talking, but it was hard having that, that person there that loves you all the time, and Clint would just look at me, and I just would know, like, he totally like loves me so much, so it's hard not to have that around. And then it's like, as we're looking through profiles, me and Gunnar are like laughing, and then so then we made a folder. It's like, maybe these guys could be cool, so some are in the cool folder. And but anyway, it's hard to like go from, and then my screensaver on the computer's Clint, and it's just like of course Gunnar wasn't there, or when I was looking a little bit later, and I'm just going through these pictures, of these guys that, are interested or whatever on LDS Singles that had messaged me, and then it's like, oh my gosh, and then I see Clint's profile picture, and I'm just like, you bastard. It's like, how do you date someone after you've dated like the best guy ever, I'm married to like the most amazing person. It's hard. And my kids are my little treasures, and but anyway, we had luckily, I guess it's good and bad, like we knew like Clint was gonna pass away, so we had all those conversations, and we're able to talk about it, and several times, and he's just like, yeah, I want you to be happy, and it's duh, it makes me mad, because like I can't be happy if you're not here. So anyway, it's super weird. And then like some of them that were in like the maybe cool folder like messaged, and so it's like the possibility of like going on a date like makes me like seriously want to have a heart attack right now. So I'm like, I've been taking like what's that called? Anyway, something to sleep at night, because like my brain just doesn't turn off. And so anyway, like at 5 this morning, I like wake up, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. anyway, that was funny. I guess the perks to not being married, so I don't have to shave my legs all the time. That's awesome. But anyway, super weird, like thinking of maybe dating. It's so like awkward. And you know, my sister, I was talking to her about it today, and she's like, I don't think like you'll ever be ready. I think you just like need to do it and just go for it, you know, like get over the first hurdle. And I'm just like, ooh. So anyway, that is my, I'm freaking out. So like part of me, you know, like that part of your heart, it's just like, how do you go back? I don't know. I love him to death and love him in death, you know, and it's super weird. But anyway, so anyway, he said he was gonna bring me a black doctor when he crossed over. So if you know any black doctors that love Jesus a lot, you want to send them my way, then do it. I guess Clint said he was going to work on that. So I was just laughing at him. I'd be like, you nerd. The chances of, the odds of a black man in Utah are not very high, let alone one being, well, maybe his doctors know someone. Anyway, I'm rambling. But Clint's a super nerd, and he wanted me to date. I know that. We talked about it. But it seriously makes me want to throw up. And I feel like anxious. I'm like, ooh. So anyway, that's my update today. It's super weird, but